Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pixelated Apollo. Thank you so much for stopping by, and this is my first look at the new DLC for Total War Attila, Charlemagne. It's fantastic. It's a breath of fresh air for Total War Attila. I'm not a huge Total War Attila fan, but this DLC alone makes it worth it. Maybe because I'm a huge fan of this time period, but I really am enjoying this DLC so far. I enjoy it so much that I'm going to have 3 battle replays. It's going to be a great way to show off all the different factions and the units, and hopefully you get a good understanding of what to expect from this DLC. So let's go ahead and get started with the first battle here. This is a 1v1 between me and Jackiefish. I am commanding the Kingdom of Charlemagne, so the face of the DLC, and Jackiefish is leading the Kingdom of Mercia. So very cool. Let's check out the army comp, starting with my awesome force. In the front lines, I've got 3 units of mounted archers, tier 2. They're pretty solid light bow unit. Now protecting my bows, I've got 2 armored spearmen, which are not the best spearmen on my roster, but they're up there. They're pretty good. And then for my infantry, I've got 2 units of mounted swordsmen, which I believe is like my best infantry or one of my better infantry, tier 2. And then I've got 2 units of armored swordsmen that have a very nice fall color scheme. They are also tier 2. And then I've got some tier 1 swordsmen here, which are not as good, but still very cool looking. Right now I'm charging forward my army. Now for my cav, I've got 2 units of Scola cavalry, I believe is how you pronounce it. And then I have 3 units of Frankish cavalry. So I've got 5 total, plus my general, which the general unit is called Paladin Guardsman, with the nice kite shields. Oh, the kite shields. The kite shields of justice. He is ready for battle. So that's my force. Let's go ahead and look at Jackiefish's army. In the front lines, he's got 4 units of very cheap select archers, tier 1. They're not as good as mine, but he outnumbers me. And then for spears, he's got 5 units of select spearmen, which again are very cheap, not that great, tier 1. And then this is where like his heart and soul of his force is. He's got the Royal Thanes over here, tier 3. These guys are monsters. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with these guys. Very deadly. Look at this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm ready. Come on, Charlemagne, come to me. So he's got 4 units of them, and then his general over here is the Royal Companions. I don't know if this is his general, but this guy looks awesome. He's ready for battle. So that's his main infantry there. His cav, he has less cav. He has 4 cav total. He's got the Royal Horseman, which is his tier 3 cav, and then he's got just standard horsemen, which is tier 2. So those are the armies. We'll go ahead and go back to normal speed and talk some strategy. So in this situation, I realized that I had better archers, but he outnumbered me. So I was a little bit worried about the skirmishing phase. But I knew that his infantry was a lot better than mine. He had a very small infantry force, if you're not counting the spears. If you're counting just the melee, very small force, but they're very elite. So I wanted to be a little bit patient with my infantry. I didn't want to just, charge in guns ablazing. But with my cav, I kind of did want to charge in because I had more cav and I was confident in my cav. And this is a strategy I do all the time. And since he outnumbered me with skirmishers, I'm going to try to charge one of my cav units after his archers. So to do that, I'm going to make it seem like I'm going to engage his cav, kind of just flank around a little bit, and then peel off one of the cav units to go after the archers. Pretty easy tactic, and it's pretty effective as well. So here we go, charging in my awesome cav here. And right about now is when I start to, change direction, make it seem like I'm going wide. And then I've got this guy, he's going to continue to go straight, peel off a little bit. He's taking some hits from archers, but he should be able to get there in time. Jackiefish is sending forward some of his select spearmen, but I should reach there before he hits me. Yes, I'm just barely going to get to those archers. Yes. Oh, that was a very good charge there. And then if we look over here, the cav have engaged. I'm still flanking around my cav this way. So the cav battle has begun. He's got his cav. He's got some horsemen trying to flank around me. And he also has some royal horsemen. So I'm going to try to retreat my cav out of there. But I'm not going to fully retreat. I'm actually going to go back in. Make his archers feel safe. He's hitting me hard with some fire arrows. But let's go back in there and give him one more huzzah. One more huzzah. There we go. Oh, yes. And then I even charge into the spears. Oh, my God. And I wreck them. But I definitely don't want to stay in melee with the spears because that's not good for my cav. And I'm going to try to get them out of there. But they've lost a lot of good men in that couple charges. So they're going to barely get out. They've got still a pretty healthy number of troops, but they're getting hit hard by fire arrows. Alright, so now Jackie Fish is committing a couple select spearmen to deal with the my cav. So I decided to send forward my spears to kind of balance his spear charge. So I've got my armored spearmen. So, and as you can tell, I'm winning the cav engagement. So my cav is just wrecking his, which is always good. It's always good. I was a little concerned that I was going to lose the cav engagement because I was focusing on trying to kill his archers. But so far, so good. Here comes his spears charging in. Trying to help out his cav defeat mine. But I really need to get my spears into this fight. Come on, men. Let's hustle up. No more walking. Get into that fight. And I'm going to get a nice flank on the cav over here, his royal horseman. Okay, so this is where I make a silly mistake here. I'm going to do some slow-mo. There's no reason that I should be charging in my infantry. The skirmish battle is in my favor. I'm winning. My archers are better. I've broken a couple of them. Well, I haven't broken any, but they are wavering. So there's no reason to get aggressive like this. I should have just waited, but I decided to charge in my infantry. So let's go ahead and watch this epic clash of swords and shields. Oh, he actually stops there for a second. Nice. Now he's charging his select spearmen. My guys are going in. And so the epic infantry battle has begun. And so far, so good. I mean, it was a small mistake, but I really should have waited there a little bit because his infantry was better than mine. And my general is under attack, so what I'm doing now with my general is flanking around. Now that I destroyed most of his cav, I'm going to be able to freely roam around with my cav and do some cycle charges. So there we go. I'm just trying to take out his archers. Take him out. Destroy them. But this is not good over here. My flank of the tier 1 swordsmen are breaking. I've got my archers trying to focus down that flank to try to protect my other swordsmen that are about to get charged from behind. The royal thanes going in.
They're not done yet.
They're not done yet. I turned on fire arrows to fire at his select spearmen, which are now engaging or charging over here. So now that my cav is freed up, I was a little slow with my micro. I should have gotten these guys way over near the fight, but they're still just off in the distance. So, but I am charging some cav over here because this is absolutely vital that I get some hammer and anvil if I'm going to win this battle. Because again, his infantry is just better than mine, and he's already exposing my flanks. But he's going to keep his select spearmen in the back here to try to zone out my cav. So I'm just trying to, I'm patient. I'm trying to stay patient for a good opening to get a nice hammer and anvil. But I'm just gonna go ahead and destroy his archers, get him off the battlefield. And we do break his spears over here, my general, causing them to break. But he's gonna keep his royal thanes over here, disengage them, and try to go after my cav. And I'm gonna charge my cav into them. But once I charge in, I need to get out, and that's something I don't do there. My cav needs to get out of that situation. Oh, look at this. The tree's on fire because of my fire arrows, which is not good. And I learned something new today. Jackie Fish actually told me that you never want to use your fire arrows in a big infantry blob when your infantry is engaged, because the fire arrows will affect your infantry too, and it will cause them to break. So definitely learning some more little techniques there on Total War Attila. But yeah, shouldn't have done that. But I am trying to break his men there. And look at that. All of my infantry just starting to shatter. They are breaking. And my cav is just not doing enough. And now I'm about to charge in some cav here. Right into the back of his general unit, his companions. Oh man, that is a beautiful charge. Beautiful charge. Epic fight going on. Come on, armored swordsmen, fight for Charlemagne. For Charlemagne! I've got more cav over here, running down some archers and some spearmen.
They're not done yet.
Yes, rally men. And my general is doing an epic fight over here. He's doing battle. And unfortunately, I think around this part, they destroyed, or not destroyed, they killed my general. So my general died trying to fight off his royal thanes, which is not good. So my men are really going to lose morale. But I do have some brave swordsmen over here doing battle against his royal thanes. And more mounted swordsmen over here fighting off his spearmen. Pretty bloody fight. A little cav running around. But yeah, I'm doing everything I can to just hold my lines and just continue to do some hammering and anvil with my cav. But unfortunately, my cav broke. Yeah, most of them broke. Once the general died, I got nothing. Nothing. His men are a little depleted. They were wavering there a little bit, but it seems like they calmed themselves down, and they're going to join back into this fight. And then way over here, there's been a small pocket of fighting between spearmen. This battle started since the very beginning of the overall battle. So they've been fighting for a very long time. And I was a little frustrated that the fact that my armored spearmen were not beating his select spearmen. I just cannot beat them. But these guys, they're still fighting strong because they're so far away from the main fight, they didn't realize that the general is dead. Which is probably not a real thing in Attila. I'm just, for storytelling purposes, that's the case. But I've got a unit of armored swordsmen doing pretty well. He's fighting off the general's unit. He's fighting off some select spearmen and some royal thanes. So they're heavily outnumbered. The general is dead, and I'm very impressed by the performance of the armored spearmen. Get a nice cinematic view of this crazy intense fighting. And then I actually broke one of his spears over here. Well, kinda. They returned to the fight, but they are wavering still. And they're cheering. And I'm breaking another spear unit. Come on, mounted swordsmen. Ah, they break. Yeah, see you later. And now he's about to flank around my armored spear. So it's not looking good for me, guys. Not looking good. I think I could have easily have won this battle, but I made some major mistakes there. Like not microing my cav well enough, and also charging in my infantry before it was necessary. But look at the battlefield, guys. Do you see the blood-stained battlefield? This is crazy. That is intense. A story, a song will be written for this battle. And look at this. My spears still continue to fight on. Still trying to kill those armored, or the select spearmen. Just not working out for me. Oh, nice stab in the neck there. Oh, this guy's, what? This guy's laying on top of everything. What a slacker. What is going on here? Little bug there, that's hilarious. There we go, and then I defeat them. They do break, broken, but they're not shattered, so they could return. And this is where I send forward my armored spearmen. And check this out, guys. I want to show you this. I haven't been using this ability, but spears can form shield wall. And look how great it is. Oh my god, that looks so real. This looks so good. I was like most excited about this. Once I formed shield wall, I was like, this is so great. This looks so wonderful. Looks pretty awesome. So I'm charging forward, and Jackie Fish wanted a nice little duel between two units here. So I've got my armored spearmen against his royal thanes. He's got his men in shield wall as well, which look pretty cool. Shield wall, man. Look at this. That is awesome looking.
Over there in camp. I'll just go get it.
Oh man.
I will kill any man with fear in his Everyone's scared.
Oh man, they're cheering. They're like, oh, we fight to the bitter last man. Charge. So here we go. Here's the final charge of the battle, guys. And unfortunately, I was stupid and charged in, and they break out a shield wall here. Here we go. Here's the final fight. And it really doesn't last too long. My men just don't have the stomach to fight after losing their general. And there's only 5 seconds left of this battle. There we go. Very close defeat. I did the best I could. I should have not engaged my infantry right away. I should have tried to stall him out, delayed, you know, use my archers because they were doing a great job so far. And then my cav, I should have microed them a little bit better. I was a little sloppy with my cav work, but very good game to Jackie Fish. Let's go ahead and check the end results here, and we'll check out some of the kills that the units got. As you can tell, his archers pretty much did nothing to my men. Not getting a lot of kills, and the kills that they did get was mostly against my archers, so they weren't really important kills, I guess you could say. My archers did great. They did a pretty solid job. One unit got 125 kills, 94 kills, and 56 kills. They could have gotten a lot more if I was a little bit more patient. For my infantry, they did all right. I do have a unit that got 200 kills, 111. 71, 93. My swordsman did pretty terrible. This one got 1 kill. The other one got 48. My armored spearman getting 132 kills. This one got 47. My general got 248 kills. So my paladin guardsman. For my cav, they could have done a lot better. After defeating his cav, they could have gotten a lot of infantry kills. But I'm not too upset with my cav. I think they did pretty well. Especially my Skola cavalry, 222 kills, 153 kills. Looking at his army, his infantry did amazing. 500 kills. The Royal Thanes, this unit got 584 kills. That is insane. His general also was really, really tough to kill. And this unit got 216, 217, 130, 173. Pretty solid. His cav did not do that well because I destroyed them pretty quickly in the battle. And his spears did okay. For a low tier spear unit, they did pretty okay. So I hope that gives you a good view of the Kingdom of Charlemagne and the Kingdom of Mercia. I do enjoy both these factions. Hopefully I can do some more online battles with these factions. But if you enjoyed the battle, be sure to give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.